All right, next item is, on the agenda is old business, construction manager AIA contract.
Board of Education already approved last board meeting the general terms of the agreement. I just want to have a formal resolution on record of the AIA contract. And again, this has been reviewed by our construction legal counsel. The questions that were previously submitted have all been addressed. Nicholas is in agreement. All the terms have been clearly defined, and it's laid out as the board wanted. So I just need a formal approval of the AIA agreement so we can have that on file.
Can I ask one question? And I didn't want to say it when Joe was here, but when is this schedule here, when will we lock in the cap?
When 90% of the bid documents are received.
So they'll have the whole demolition, they'll in essence won't have taken any risk on the cap on the demolition part, right?
I think.
Or are you going to do it separately for
I think that's why he said 2 different bid phases.
But the cap, does it provide for 2 different cap phases?
I can check into that.
It's a really good point.
I mean, it's just.
Can we create it such that projects are a phase 1, bid 1?
That's what I'm saying.
And then we lock in there?
Maybe I
phase
should have
2,
asked when he
bid
was
2,
here, Kevin.
And that's how we approach it?
Yeah, I think-
Otherwise, he's taking no risk on the demolition. We're taking all the risk, and he'll just add it on to the 90%, till when we get to 90%.
We'll demolish stadium and then
What's that?
Ed, if we
You
were gonna add
demolish
that-
everything with
if
the
we were gonna
roads,
add that
gonna
in,
cost
where would I
you.
add it in?
What's that?
If we don't approve it tonight, we're not gonna have the starting with the demolition and all that.
Well, would you rather approve it the way it is, or would you rather see if we can get this fixed, Matt?
Well, my problem is that we only have one meeting this month and one meeting next month, and that meeting is in, I think, the second week of December.
Well, I suggest we could do this then. We leave it up to Kevin, that we have the 90%, and we ask them to try to clarify that they'll do 90% for the cap on each phase.
That's all.
Okay.
And
That's what I
then if
would
they're
say.
unwilling to do that, as long as everybody understands, it's kind of a benefit to them, we'll just do what it says in there, which is 90% on all bids for the whole project.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
All
In
right.
the event there's an issue, that would be something we'd have to argue, 90%. And we interpret it as 90% on each phase of the bid.
All right, so we have a motion on this, please?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School, District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby approves the recommendation of Nicholas and Associates to serve as the construction manager / constructor with guaranteed max price, CMC minus GMP, for the life safety capital improvements projects on the district's property west of Gulf Road and the identified sections of roof on the main school building, and further approves and authorizes the board president and board secretary superintendent to sign and attest the AIA agreement between the Township High School District 208 and Nicholas and Associates, with services of the construction manager as constructor for the identified projects above shall be subject to all of the terms and conditions of the agreement as presented and discussed in the November 11, 2014 board agenda packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim Walsh. Any other discussion? Will you let Kevin
Well,
put that in?
I do have a question. So, Tim and Ed, if we approve this today, what you had mentioned, we are covered? Gary? So we're covered with the 90% cap? We can still make those adjustments if we approve this today?
Sure. Kevin's gonna call and talk to them.
Kevin's going to see if they agree.
I
to
don't
make
sign
the
it
change.
until we
Yeah,
get
we're
that
not
done.
gonna sign it, we're
Yeah.
approving it though, so we can go ahead, hopefully with the clarification.
Kevin's going to talk to them.
So we
and
don't
see
have to
if
wait
it's
a month.
Yeah.
Okay, and so if they say no, then they
Then
just don't...
Kevin's gonna have to let us know and figure something out.
Okay.
Well, I was suggesting the other one. I mean, he negotiated. If there was a misunderstanding of what it was, he's going to clarify it. And, we're just going to not have quite they're not going to have quite the risk. We'll have a little bit more, but the cost is going to be similar, we think.
I trust Kevin to negotiate this quite well,
Yes.
because I think the intent, he's the one who went to 2 phases.
Right.
Right.
And and we have a 90, he was gonna give us, the max. And so he unilaterally went to the 2 phases. I think we have a very strong position with him, when you talk with him, that it's 90% for each.
Right. And all he'll probably do, honestly, from his perspective, is he'll probably, if we put bids out on the demolition, he'll build in a little more contingency in there just to protect his side, so.
I think that's right.
I don't think there's a lot of, I mean, I think I'm becoming an attorney here if I'm understanding that correctly.
Don't do that.
Don't do
But
that.
I,
Much better off.
I think the district is protected.
Okay.
All right, Mary Ann?
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Gritchen?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.